This is Vang for PureDiablo.com. About last year, this time I started writing articles for Pure Diablo. This year, we're going to expand that into doing some videos, as well as some streaming of Diablo 4 Open Beta, and obviously Diablo 4 once it launches. So, what's up for today is the new Runewords released for the 2.6 over the weekend, and the patch is going live on the PTR today. So, first up is 5 Helms. All 5 Helms have the benefit of you being able to farm the runes at Countess, and very easy to make. So let's start off with Cure. Cure gives you some poison resist of 40 to 60%, as well as poison length reduced by 75%. This is a great helm if you're going to farm Nightmare and Dario and you don't have a good amount of poison resistance. This will keep you alive. Hearth focuses on cold. Not really a useful helm, by far the worst of the bunch. If it could not be frozen, it might have had some use, but I don't really see any use for this item. Ground has lightning 40 to 60%, lightning absorb 10 to 15%. Minimal use, the best uses will be where it's heavy lightning areas, such as Worldstone Keep, and you're doing some battle runs and you don't want to die to gloams, since they kill a lot of people. Temper, fire resist 40 to 60 and fire absorb 10 to 15. I think the biggest use for this will be Nightmare Tabernacle, because you probably don't have a Dwarf Star yet. You can farm that, get your Dwarf Star, and then you can switch over. But it should keep you enough alive since you have some good fire resist and fire absorb. Bulwark gives you 5% life steal, as well as reduced damage received by 10 to 15%. Not a bad helm, not a great helm. I'd prefer a Rock Stopper personally most of the time. I think where you'll find a lot of use for this helm is in a Barbarian Mercenary that you have natural resist inherent on the helm. I think that would be the best use for it, and by far if you get that, it's going to make that dude a tank for you. The next word up is Metamorphosis. This thing is a beast, no pun intended. Grants Werewolf and Werebear marks that give you a nice boost, and the whole point of this thing is to shift in between things, and for 180 seconds you get the boost to the other one. It also stacks with Feral Rage and Maul if you're really heavy into bouncing between. Gives you +5 all shape-shifting skills and cannot be frozen. Minor bonuses to the strength and vitality and a little bit of resist. This thing is by far the best in slot for any new Wereform character. It does require Cham, but it's well worth it since it has every mod you want and your damage potential is off the chain. Assassin's got a little bit of love too, it looks like. Mosaic introduces the new ability of 25% chance for finishing moves to not consume a charge. They stack, so if you have 2 claws, you have 50% chance not to remove your finishing move, so you can keep Phoenix striking. Ideally, this sounds great. I think it's a little bit low for a number for somebody who chucks dice. 50% is not a good percentile. I think if you improve that to 35% per claw, putting it at 70%, I think you'll be able to get on some nice runs of 5 to 6 or 7 that actually means you're going to whale on some monsters. I think right now it's going to be 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4, like if you're super lucky and you get a good RNG before you're recasting it. It does give you +2 to skills, so +4 total. And then if you put them both in nice claws that have a +3 to Phoenix Strike, you're looking at +10 bonus to whatever skill you mainly want to use. So it's a solid item, but I think it needs a little bit of a boost to actually stay competitive to make the martial art assassins even more appealing. But I can't wait to try it out personally. The last word we got is Hustle. Hustle going to be played in any weapon and any armor. Shellco Eld. Let's talk about the weapon first. The weapon gives you a 5% chance to cast level 9 burst of speed. This is really awesome. A lot of times characters just need that little oomph to reach that next break point, and I think this will give you that next break point as well as giving you some nice movement speed. Cheap, effective. I think I'd prefer maybe if it just had +9 outside skill, but I'm not sure. Maybe there is a better idea for that. The armor was touted as an Enigma replacement early on. It gives you 50% faster run walk, but that's all it does. It does nothing else. The other stuff is so minute, 20% IS, 20% faster hit recovery, 10 dex, that it's basically trash. It needs some resistance, needs something. I mean, honestly, if it's all about faster run walk, we'd all be running around with 30% faster run walk helms and 40% blue boots until we got a better boot. It's not that good. I think it needs a lot of work. The thought process is good. I think the eld really hurts it. I think if you jump the eld up into maybe like a fall, maybe an would really make it useful. Obviously, if you make an make that 5% chance to cast level 9 versus speed maybe 10 to 20%. So like it just you're whacking twice and then you're recasting it. Um, Overall, there's a lot to be left for the 2.6 patch that we don't know about. They did mention that in the PTR notes. I really employ them that this is probably the last season that happens before Diablo 4. They really need to go all out on that. I don't know where that is for them, whether they're introducing some cool concepts or whether they're just going to just stick with this, maybe make a couple adjustments. But I really think they need to break the mold because I think this is going to be a lot of people's big last hurrah into D2R for quite a while, as long as Diablo 4 doesn't punt hard. All right, until next time, peace. Vang out.